Milltown's Best video.
What's going on, everybody? It's me, Supa Dave, and of course, you're watching Milltown's Best. Well, it finally happened, guys. Billy Corgan has some competition. I say that in jest, but what I really mean, guys, is Moist Critical. You guys all know him. He just started his own wrestling league. That's right, guys, the MWL, the Moist Wrestling League. I, as a wrestling channel previously and now dipping my toes into the commentary space, had to, of course, talk about the MWL. This is the only thing that I've seen recently that truly made me laugh. Everybody's taking such a serious approach lately with pro wrestling, and that shows especially with Billy Corgan's version of the NWA. We all know that Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkin fame has bought the rights to the National Wrestling Alliance a while back, and ever since then he has been trying his best to get the NWA off the ground. And it's just so funny to me. I don't know how much money he probably threw at this. He probably threw, each one of the indie workers maybe a $50 to $75 payday, I'd imagine. I would imagine maybe a little more. But average indie pay is only $50 a pop, and these indie workers, I'm not even sure who they are. I was looking through the comments and nobody was really talking much about who these indie workers were, but I don't imagine this was a very expensive venture for Charlie to produce. It was very well put together, edited awesome. You could tell they spent points on production and stuff that most indie promotions don't do. It was interesting to see the focus on the commentary team. You could tell that the extra work was awesome. The sound effects reminded me of WWE during the pandemic era when they couldn't have fans. The storylines, oh my, mwah, chef's kiss. Seriously, these storylines were awesome, guys. The MWL is something to be reckoned with, and I really feel that Billy Corgan of NWA fame and Smashing Pumpkins fame, he needs to take a page from Charlie here, and Charlie is no one in the wrestling business. This is a guy, a fan, who seriously just studied the business, studied the storyline, knows basic storytelling, knows the hero's journey, and is putting all that to work in a comedic fashion. I was looking through the comments and somebody said, this is revolutionary. Nobody's ever took a comedic approach to pro wrestling before, and that's not really true. Back when I was doing a lot of videography for independent wrestling, Joey Eastman, he's a Chicago indie wrestling legend, really. This man used to have something called TTW, Totally Tool Wrestling, and it was essentially the MWL with wacky, outlandish storylines. And when I was watching this, it reminded me so much of Joey Eastman's TTW. It almost made me wonder if Joey Eastman had any real influence on this product. And I gotta say, man, this was such some enjoyable programming, guys. I just want to go through some of it with you and go through the highlights, if you don't mind.
Saw hatred in his eyes tonight. He's looking to hurt him. He's looking for revenge tonight, I think. Chase, why don't you tell us a little bit more about Chainsaw?
Well, Chainsaw is a mountain of a man. This man is 6 foot, 240 pounds. He was raised in the Russian wilderness by bears until a local lumberjack took him under his wing. Now, not only did he teach him the art of wrestling and a little bit of woodshop, he's got something to prove, and he's got a message to send.
Why don't we go to the tape and let you hear from Chainsaw himself?
Wow, right there, guys. Just the opening sequence is classic pro wrestling. You could tell these guys are fans of the business. The whole one-liner game is so smooth. It's awesome, guys. And that right there, that opening sequence just sucks you right in. Why does wrestling have to take itself so seriously all the time? The fans know it's a work, so give them a work. Let them suspend their disbelief, and I really feel that Charlie and the MWL do that with this match. And also, this promo coming up right here, it's so good, man. Let's just catch a little bit of it.
Моя жена была самым важным человеком на свете, но она не смогла оставаться в свет. И сегодня вечером я заберу его жизнь.
I feel like that's legit Russian. Like, if it is, that's awesome. I mean, use what you got. If you got a guy that can speak Russian, he's the Russian. That's classic wrestling. Wrestling 101. I just feel this is so well done. Charlie, kudos to you, man. This is good stuff, bro. This is awesome. It is just a classic indie entrance. Oh, it's so good. And they got the extras. I feel Billy Corgan, he is all about respecting the business and all that, and respecting the heritage of the title and all that good stuff. But why can't more promotions take a page out of this book? I guarantee you this is far more financially feasible and financially successful than half of the indie promotions, probably more than half of the indie. This is already over 500,000 views, guys. This is amazing. I mean, I wish NWA and Billy Corgan wish they could pull those kind of numbers. Reality of Wrestling, Booker T's promotion, wishes they could pull these numbers. OVW wishes they could pull these numbers. But here we got Moist Critical, Charlie, going balls to the wall and giving us the most campiest, awesome stuff. Let's watch the entrances.
The all-encompassing, all-American patriot, red-blooded Christian. He's gone to Sunday school since he...
On a side note, guys, isn't it an awesome thing to see Charlie wearing JR hat, like a classic cowboy hat? I don't know quite how his character fits in with the cowboy hat, but I hope it's an ode to Jim Ross. That would just be so fitting.
200-pound man. He's a self-made man.
These tales of the tape straight.
He's used it to gain the stock.
Seriously, guys, tales of the tape straight out of ROH. Classic sporting. Good stuff. The graphics themselves are professional. It's crisp. This is competing with the... Oh man, this is awesome.
Market and be a absolute heel for the MWL for years. I mean, we're talking his match against Timmy Two Toes in 2015, and his match against
Timmy Two Toes, classic.
This man is a...
I know Chainsaw blames me for everything that's gone wrong.
This guy looks real familiar, and I was looking in the comments, and he looks real familiar to me, but I can't place it. If you guys know who this indie worker is, please put it down below. This is obvious. I think Charlie's from LA, is he not? Isn't he one of them LA streamers? So, I imagine it's one of these California-based indie workers. He looks real familiar. I think I might have seen him on Pro Wrestling from Hollywood or something. Yeah, if you guys know who he is, drop it below. He's a pretty good worker. These guys work a very basic match. That's what made me think that they weren't getting no major payday. It's real basic, real elementary, second, third month wrestling school type stuff.
It's so juvenile. His inability to take responsibility for his own bad investments is no one's fault but his own. Tonight, I'm gonna bring the market of pain crashing down on him. Can I get a dab here?
If you're supposed to, just a tip for all these workers out here. If you're gonna rock the whole gimmick that you're rich and you made your money off top, maybe that adds to the comedic value of it that it's not. But look at this guy's suit. You can tell he's got tear-off sleeves. I mean, they're seriously safety pin shut. I mean, if you're gonna go for that gimmick and go for it, at least spring on the Velcro, bro. At least go for the Velcro. It's a bit tacky, but maybe that's what adds to the comedic value of it. Is it's not taking itself seriously. Because I guarantee you, if this was WWE, they probably would have spent a good $2,000 to have that fashioned. So, just a little something my eye caught. Whoever did the music, classic, kudos to you. The music is great. I love it. It's so reminiscent of 90s wrestling. It just gives off that vibe for some reason. I have no idea why. And there are those shitty rip-offs. Somebody needs to give that extra another gig, because that extra in the back is working hard.
Well, the Killers are up there warming up
I'm
right
sorry.
now, boys, but I don't see a ref.
I'm sorry. That worker looks super gimmicked up, man. How many Xannies did that guy eat before he went out to do this? That guy looks so gimmicked up. Oh my God.
Ref.
I don't either.
Not you mentioned it. There's no ref here. We can't. Oh.
Look at this type. This is how I knew I was in and I was hooked. You got a commissioner like this. Guys, I am just, you pop this mark right here, guys. Charlie, you really got to pop out of this mark.
It's Commissioner Phillips.
You bastards! You broke this MWO man's rifle when I was in Hawaii, and I know it. You still have access to my Apple calendar.
And you know, Commissioner Phillips, I can't read. It wasn't me.
You could tell that's That's definitely AEW promo, not WWE promo, as in ad-lib. That was 100. I guarantee you that was not, anything other than ad-lib. And that's when I think you get the best reactions, in my opinion.
So I'm gonna have to do it. I called ahead and I canceled your ref, and I'm gonna take it from here. This is my league and you know it, goddammit.
He's the commissioner. He can do what he wants.
That's the commissioner for you.
So good.
Got his own rules. We're just following them.
Okay. All right. See, that is, if I had one critique on this whole, that was just stupid. It made it almost look amateur-esque. It didn't come off as if he meant to do that. It came off like he messed up getting into the ring. I personally would have left that on the cutting room floor, but that's just me. Let's see where this goes, guys.
Look at the power on these two fighters.
Chainsaw's got the face of an angel.
Look, I almost knew this had something to look at. They have NWA banners up. So is this shot at somebody that's worked with NWA, or this isn't NWA's? I would hope NWA isn't this down where they're using this for shooting their show and Charlie just negotiated something to use the set. But I mean, otherwise, what is it? It's a ring rental, a warehouse. You got some black curtain. I mean, seriously, the flags, but that is it straight out of the pages at NWA, and that is an NWA flag hanging up there. Makes me wondering, is Corgan in works with Moist on this project? If so, Corgan's got the eye. I've always said Corgan has an eye for the business, and I hope there is some connection going on here between the two, because otherwise, I was about to say, these two could be serious competitors with one another. I could see this being the next wrestling war, the MWL versus the NWA. You have the legitimate pro wrestling versus the campy, comedic pro wrestling. That could have legs, and that could suck in a whole new generation of fans. And if especially the more campier and more comedic you go, the more awkward and younger of a fan base you could catch. This could have legs, guys.
But fist of a devil. Oh boy.
He's not phased.
It's the wrist lock. He's going around the whole clock.
It's elementary stuff, guys. It's elementary stuff. And if they're gonna continue with this, they might want to go with a super hard cam. There's no set hard cam, and that's just because I bet you they're not used to shooting pro wrestling. Like somebody like me who's shot so many goddamn matches, you need to have a set hard cam, and they don't have that. You could tell they got the one cam off the entrance, and then it looks like they got another roaming cam almost. Not bad. It's good. Even the lighting looks good for for pro wrestling. It's a little bright in my opinion, but I'm used to that dingy bar indie look, and I think that has a lot to say for it. But the production on this is so good. I just wish the wrestling was better, seriously, because this is elementary as it gets.
Oh, against the ring ropes. The hell, and again.
You see, if anything, the indie workers are kind of messing this up. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how you're overselling the character work, and you're really selling the character work hard, and then you're just phoning in the actual work. The wrestling, they're not selling. There's nothing registering. It comes off very lazy. So if I were to have any critique, man, is if you're gonna have some workers, there's so many indie workers that will work hard for you, especially for an exposure opportunity like this. I'm seriously, Charlie, go just look on the indie. The indie scene is full of so many great people, especially close to you. You could get some better workers for probably just as cheap as you paid these guys. Unless if these are just your homies who did it for shits and gigs. And if that case, how professional really are they if they're doing it for shits and gigs? Just saying.
No, he can't handle it.
Okay, that's all right. Finally, we get some overselling, some overshowboating. Okay.
I checked the scouting report. I thought we were seeing Dow Jones, not Al Jones. Oh, no!
Classic.
How now, Dow Jones? Oh! He's taking him around the world.
That chainsaw's got pretty good facials, doesn't he?
So does he.
See, this is lazy. Come on, this Dow Jones is. Come on, this guy. You're doing this. Maybe they just thought it was a nothing, that no one was gonna see this, but this is just the wrestling is making it not funny, but the wrestling looks bad, guys. The wrestling's bad. It's bad wrestling.
Oh! He's just a. Oh boy! With the reverse reversal.
I feel like I've seen this match like 5,000 times. This is the classic indie first match out training match style. I mean, seriously, this is as elementary as it gets. The only thing that's saving, in my opinion, is the story and commentary.
We've seen this before.
The stock market, it goes up and down. So does he.
He's evolving. Oh no.
Oh, come on.
He's.
Oh, damn right.
Chainsaw refuses to let this. There's no quit in his body.
Oh, I bet.
There was no snugness to that headlock whatsoever. It was lazy. I'm just being honest with you guys. I feel if you're gonna do the comedic wrestling, do the comedic wrestling, but at least wrestle. You gotta at least put some authority behind the moveset. Otherwise, it means nothing. It's just cartoony and dumb at that point. That's where you guys would lose me if you think it's funny to work sloppy and loose like this. This does not look good. It's not pleasing to the eye. I feel that the storylines are there, the comedic value is there, the workers are not up to snuff, and I feel that there's so many good independent wrestlers that'll work for a hot dog and a handshake that'll put it in 200%, and these guys are not putting in 200%.
Jones wishes those attacks were hitting his shell corporations instead of him.
He's pierced the corporate veil. He's pierced the corporate veil.
Oh, Chainsaw's breaking the glass ceiling. He's fighting for everybody.
Oh, the lariat.
Wall Street's going down, I tell you what.
Oh, God.
You guys are... How many of you guys are wondering why I didn't comment on the lariat? But we all know that was a shit lariat, and it has no place in the MWL, in my opinion.
She's charging up something fierce.
Chainsaw coming in with a Paul Bunyan style attack. Oh, he
the dodge.
Paul Bunyan. Good reference.
Just when you thought Chainsaw was eating, he's getting feasted upon. Oh, wait. Oh, he's eating the rich. Oh, my.
That was a sky high? Is that what you'd call that? That looked like D-Lo's old move. It's not good. It's not good. Chainsaw, if you're doing like a chainsaw move, I would almost do like a rake along the face, you know, like your chainsaw in the face. You know, I would just use my forearm and rake the face or something. But that was not very visually appealing whatsoever. But the stories, guys, are the only thing that's saving this, and Moist Critical. He's really selling it like it's legit, and it's good stuff, but the wrestling just needs work is all I'm saying.
The 1% has been stopped today.
It's a bull market, but luckily Paul Bunyan's got blue. I tell you what.
These fans are so good.
Someone get him a chili dog.
I would stick with that theme, and I would even do the same 6 fans every show, and I would just do the fan chanting like it is, like this. The voices of thousands. It's so good.
I don't even know who took the brunt of that impact.
Yeah, either did I, man. It's because you're dealing with some rooks.
Ref, what are you doing? You're a bad man. What? Oh! Where did you learn to count, Commissioner Phillips?
He never did. He didn't make it past 3K.
This is
You know, I know the commissioner's a heel, but he legit has heat with me. Like, he legit has heat with me. I got legit heat with this guy.
a bunch of hooey.
I tell you what, Dow Jones, he does not want that chainsaw move to go off. If that does, it's game.
He's stopping it at every chance he gets.
He was picked up.
What is that? What is he thinking?
Chainsaw doesn't have to worry about a retirement plan. I don't think he's going to live that long.
Sloppy.
Now, we all know Wall Street's corrupt.
That wasn't ready for the fairgrounds, let alone internet, TV, anything of the like. Could have used a little bit more polish on that. Just saying, man. Get the crash pads out and have some fun.
That's just plain evil.
He's like a AA battery that just got put in the microwave. It's getting recharged.
He's crushing his head like that lady who stops the grade.
Yeah, not a fan.
No one gets away with that.
I can't believe it.
At least he's selling it.
There's nothing left in Chainsaw's tank, surely.
I mean, he's not selling it very well, and these guys are lazy, man.
Oh boy.
Don't tell me, bro. You can't tune up the band. Bro, you can't tune up the band wearing wrestling training shoes, bro. Seriously, that is an insult to Shawn Michaels. Seriously, bro, those are like the cheapest Kohl's Dick's Sporting Goods type wrestling boots you can get, and it just screams amateur hour. You need to work on that, cause seriously, before you start tuning up any bands, do something else, bro, cause that is an insult.
Whoa! He sees the spear.
Okay, good spear. All right, but that's how hard is a spear to do, guys? Seriously, I want to know who trained these guys. I want to know who these guys are. Please, guys, I know somebody who's gonna watch this video knows who these two guys are. Please tell me who they work as on the indie scene. Or maybe if they haven't even worked that much, I'm sure of it. But this just screams lazy or not trained enough.
Pfizer vaccine.
The chainsaw death drop. Oh my God. That was clean contact. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's it. That's it. Chainsaw's won the match. Oh my. What a match. The chainsaw death drop has never failed.
There we have it, guys. The first ever MWL match. We saw Chainsaw defeat Dow Jones. It was quite the adventure, guys. It was quite something to witness. I'm honestly intrigued by this project. I think it has a lot to offer. There's a lot more pros to it than there are cons, and I have to be honest with that. It's very successful. We already know Moist Channel is super de-duper successful. We can see that right here by 12.3 million subscribers. This has already garnered 518,000 views in just 10 hours. Tell me, when was the last time NWA ever got those numbers? There's no indie promotion that has ever got those numbers. Hell, that is like almost AEW style numbers. And he's doing it in jest. And I really think it could go places, but they need to invest in better wrestlers. And let's just check the comments, guys, because, there's always gold in the comments. That's where the true stuff lies. We got the cinematography, the microphone quality, the commentary. It's a golden start. I totally agree with that. That was so spot on. As you can tell me, I was trying to decipher all the camera angles. Matt falling on the room, blah, 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 blah. This is actually an amazing first show. Charlie just stuck his foot into the industry and already making bangers. I agree. This is some good stuff. Those 6 spectators can emulate cheers of 1,000. That's exactly what I said. So true on that. I agree 100%. That adds to the comedic value, I feel. I've been a fan of Chainsaw for years. It was so nice to see him finally get some revenge for Mr. Joe. This is the character. The fans are already going. They're a fan. It's a hit, guys. They just keep going and going and going. Let's check the ratio on it real quick, guys. We got 54,000 thumbs up and only 726 thumbs down. Such a good first crack at it, guys. I really feel Billy Corgan and Booker T and Al Snow and anybody who's got a serious indie promotion should either click up with Moist Critical and turn this into something huge and get in on the ground floor and make some successful content, or you're going to have some serious competition, because it seems like Charlie's going balls to the wall on this, guys. And I'm going to be on board for it 100%. It's mixing the two things that I love, pro wrestling, commentary, and comedy actually is another thing I'm 100% obsessed with. So this is all me right here. I'm going to stay on board, and hopefully I don't have to critique such bad wrestling again. But the character work is golden. Kudos to whoever's writing this stuff. The production is grade A+. I just can't say enough good. Like I said, the only bad thing I could say again is the work is lazy and sloppy, and that could be remedied. But with that, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. If you like this video, guys, make sure to like it, subscribe, and drop a comment. It really means a lot to me. With all that being said, guys, I'm gonna get off. Peace.